How's it going, guys? Welcome back to episode 2 of Preparing for God Wars Dungeon 3, and I really hope you enjoyed episode 1. You guys seem to have a really positive sort of feedback to that, and that's been absolutely amazing. So thanks for that. And basically, since the last episode, not too much has happened. I've done a little bit of bossing that I forgot to record, but that didn't really change all that much. However, we did buy the new staff. Now, the reason I have bought this, and don't worry that I'm wearing it with Seiren, it's purely just to show you guys that I've got it. The reason I've got this is because I want to really do my best to get into Telos and do as much as I can. If you tuned into the stream the other day, then you will have seen me really trying my best to do Telos, and that's what this staff is for. So, we've still got our Noxious staff, and we've gone back to the Shadow Glaives. The reason being is we had to sell our Noxious Longbow to get the gold to do this. The goals for today are going to be getting a quest done to upgrade our God Book, because I have been putting that off for a hell of a long time, and I found out that it's actually a free-to-play quest and it's a novice quest, so no reason to put it off anymore. So that's what we're going to be getting done first today. And other than that, the bank isn't looking all that great at the moment because we have put everything into the staff. Looking at the bank, again, it's still really messy. I will get this cleaned up probably for the next episode, but we don't have very much bossing supplies left, and we do need to get some more of that. We're running out of yaks as well, so we'll have to get some gold to do that as well. And also the Ring of Death, I believe, it has 18% charge on that, and we've only got 3 mil in cash. So time to get into some bossing. We'll probably start off with doing a little bit of Nex and a little bit of Araxi maybe, depending on the rotation, and get a bit of gold to baseline off with, and then see where everything goes. But like I said, first of all, let's get this quest done. The quest that I do need to get done first is One Piercing Note. So this is going to be the first thing we're going to do today. There's no requirements for it. It's just a novice quest, and it's medium to long. So let's get that out of the way, and then we can have our upgraded God Books. So I've been asked to investigate a murder, and the first place they have told me to look for clues is in the dead person's bedroom. Not gonna lie, Jagex, feel a bit weird just searching through some dead woman's bed, but I'll take that cloth, and looks like the window's broken as well from the inside. Search the dead body, they said, see if you can find anything that the other person couldn't. Well, let's just have a quick peek under here then. Who do I suspect? Well, the Ripper Demon's back. That's what I'm telling you, there's a Ripper Demon. Oh shit, what the frick was that?
You've got to protect us. The demon is back.
The exact same demon I was just telling you about? Well then. So we've just gone outside to save this last woman here, and we're going to bring her... Oh, shit. Well, that's not good. Well, that is clearly a... So there's a Ripper Demon, but that doesn't look like any Ripper Demon that I've seen before. Look at that attack. Oh, shit. He's off. But she is dead. She is... Jagex has gone mad on this quest. Like, bloodthirsty as hell. So I came up with a genius plan. I'm going to put some robes on this candlestick with a cabbage head, and hopefully the Ripper Demon falls for it. So now we just need somewhere to hide. Yeah, this cupboard will do. Just absolutely fine. Yeah, he's going to fall for that. Of course he fell for it. Of course he fell for it. Goodbye, cabbage head. Right. Get back here, you freaking... Get the frick back here. So it turned out that she just jumped off the building. After the whole quest, the person I was looking for just jumped off the building anyway. Well, quest completed, so at least now we can go and get our Illuminated God Book. Illuminated God Book has been made, so that's that done. And one more thing out of the way. Let's get back to some PvM and get some gold. So I've just been and bought a few more bossing supplies. We are running quite low, and our cash stack is only at 1.5 mil. So hopefully Nex does us a favour and helps us build up our cash stack quite a bit. We're going to stay here for a little while, quite a few hours probably, and see how much we can make, and see if we can get that built up just a bit more before we look at doing anything else. So the first 4 hours of Nex really wasn't that profitable. We started off pretty well, we got a couple of decent drops, and then it was just Stone Spirit after Stone Spirit after Stone Spirit. And after all the supplies, we ended up probably losing some money. After around about 6 hours of not making any profit, I called it a day and came back the next time. So This is the first hour of the new day, and it all went a hell of a lot better. We got 3 Onyx Bolt drops in this hour and only decent loot in all the other ones. Nothing rare, but it does pay for plenty more bossing supplies to keep us going. I feel like this series is going to end up getting pretty repetitive unless I go ahead and really put myself out there in doing what I really set out to do in this game. And that is not only getting all the gear to prepare for God Wars Dungeon 3, but learning different types of PvM as well. So this is me doing archaeology at the moment while I am studying up on doing one of the elite dungeons. So that is what we're going to be doing. We're going to go ahead and try out one of the elite dungeons that I have never done before in the past, and hopefully it goes alright. This is going to be my first ever attempt at this elite dungeon, and I'm not really sure what I'm going into, so hopefully the little bit of research that I've done will help me out with that. So we've toggled our chest to make sure it's fully picking up our loot for us, and now we're going to go in and see how it goes. So I think that I should be pulling everything down this way, if I remember correctly. I'm getting absolutely destroyed, so maybe Soul Split isn't the way to go. So you can ignore most of the mobs as long as you clear the ones that are blocking the door. This is something that I learned from the guide that I watched as well. I'm pretty sure once I clear these, then I should be able to go on to the next room without having to kill everything behind me. There we go. If you are wondering, the guide that I did watch was made by Protox, so go and check him out if you are looking for a guide as well. It was really well made, and it's made it we understand it a hell of a lot more than I did. So I would highly suggest, if you are looking for a guide on this dungeon, go and check him out. So this is where you want to teleport out, and you do this so that these aren't all aggro on me again once I come back. So I'm going to teleport out, restock up, and then go straight back. So once you've returned, you can enter the temple, and you can continue where you left off, which is what you want to do. And then I believe with the chest, you can actually teleport to the first entrance of the boss. And now we don't have all those monsters aggroing us, we can kill the boss in a little bit more peace. Hopefully this goes pretty well. So I believe we want to be praying range on this boss at the start, and then we've got a few abilities that we have to deal with. Oh, that freaking damage. Okay, so let's use Bladed Dive to get away from that rather than using Surge, because at least with Bladed Dive we can choose where we're going to arrive. Ah, walked into my own smoke again. So we are getting better each and every time, but it's just the odd little mistake that I'm making. I feel like we will get past this boss and we will get into some better content. We're so close this time. Hopefully we don't make a mistake. 17k, 13k, come on. Surely this is it. There's the first boss completed. That was absolutely... holy crap, that was crazy. So this boss, I don't really remember too much about him. I'm going to just go in it head first and see what happens. See if I can remember things along the way as it does happen. And if I need to, I'll have to rewatch the guide. Oh, so far seems not too bad. There was something I had to do with this and I don't remember what it was. Okay, so with these you have to stand close to them when you kill them. Because when you kill them, you charge up damage reduction. Shit, so much damage. Why can't I eat? Right, okay, so he's going to do that until he jumps in the air, and then when he jumps in the air, he needs to be mage. He needs to protect from mage. There we go. As much DPS as we can. I think we should be alright to get this boss on the first try. First try, that's absolutely awesome. I'm actually buzzing about that. That's freaking awesome. First try on that boss, and I've managed to do it. I figured... Did I just leave my loot? Can I go back for it? Oh, did I just leave... No way. Please still be there. Thank God for that. So we managed to get 233k, 223k from that. That's not too bad if you ask me. So let's move on to the next room, and then we can teleport back out, re-gear, and go once again. I think actually I don't need to teleport back out. Can I kill these without taking damage? Is that how this works? Oh shit, okay, maybe not. Let's give it a go. And then we've got Seiryu down there waiting for us. This boss fight was one that completely stressed me out. It took me probably about 3 or 4 full attempts to actually get this down, and the deaths that I had were probably completely stupid. However, the biggest issue that I found with this boss was the amount of time it takes to do the kill. So the mechanics are fairly straightforward and easy enough to understand, but because the boss fight is quite long, it just gives you a lot bigger amount of time to actually mess up and make a mistake. So that's where I seem to be struggling. I'd be able to get up to the first crystal, kill that one off, and then come back down. And before I could get right to the end of the kill, I would make a mistake and get killed by the hands, or forgetting to use devotion or something when I was killing the blobs, and getting killed by the big breath of fire. So these were my biggest issues, and I just took a look back at the clips that I had recorded and noticed what I was doing wrong. I just needed to pay attention to 1, when the blobs appeared, coming down early enough not to allow the uber heal. 2, making sure to just use devotion as soon as the blobs are being killed, because Seiryu will likely use his big fire breath thing, and that was killing me off, and I just wanted to avoid that completely. Once I had looked at what I was doing wrong and took those into account, this boss fight became a lot easier. Things were just easy to pay attention to and avoid, and really, it's a really enjoyable fight. I actually really enjoy this boss. So I will be coming back here in the future, because this boss is something that I am looking forward to getting better at. So Elite Dungeons 1 was something that was absolutely worth my time, I believe. I learned a lot, dealt with new mechanics, and had a really good time overall. This boss can be incredibly good money, and I will be using this in the future as a money making method. There is one more thing that I wanted to get done in this episode before finishing up. A lot of you guys have been commenting on my first episode telling me about next to just use Serenic and to just ditch the Void altogether. I was a little bit skeptical about this, as I was stuck in my ways of using my Void, not being chased around the room during Shadow Phase, and I was used to what I was doing. However, I came to the conclusion that the food that I was using per kill was absolutely ridiculous. Those 6 hours that I did in Next earlier on in the video, I actually ended up losing money. It wasn't much, but it was enough to make me realise that 6 hours had completely gone to waste. So I came back after doing Seiryu, feeling like I could accomplish pretty much anything at the moment, and I just decided to go ahead, get myself a Nihil, and get my Serenic on. During this fight, and through this first hour of Next, I couldn't actually believe that I had put it off this long. So thank you to everybody who kept commenting and telling me to go ahead and do this, because all of your comments together have pushed me to do it anyway, and now I'm never going back to using EAC. I have got through the kills a minute off of my normal average time, and I am using a ridiculously low amount of food per kill. This just makes the profit at Next a hell of a lot better. It's a lot quicker to kill Next, and to be honest, it's a hell of a lot less stressful. The fight's a lot more fun, and I'm enjoying it a lot more, so thank you for that. Other than that though, that's pretty much going to bring me to the end of this video, and I really hope you've enjoyed. Let me know in the comments any other tips that you have for me, because I will be taking them into account without any hesitation in the future, as this has just made my whole PvM experience a lot better. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, then make sure to leave a like so this video gets suggested to others as well. And also, if you're new around here, then consider subscribing, because I'll be making more of these in the future, as I am really enjoying this game at the moment. I am going to be getting on my way to getting prepared for God Wars 3. Our cash stack at the moment isn't massive, but the next episode, we have just learnt some new bosses, so the next episode is going to be focusing on putting that cash stack way higher than it is now. One last little note, if any of you guys are really interested in doing any sort of PvM with myself, then drop into my Discord, the link will be in the description, and try and organise a time for me to do so. I have plenty of bosses that I need to learn, so if you are willing to help me out in learning them, or would just like to do anything from duo necks, duo racks, all that sort of stuff, then drop in there, let me know, and we will do that. As always, thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you in the next one. See you later. Bye.